Soulcalibur VI. In the shadows of Europe lurks a group of assassins known as the Bird of Passage. One member, Tira, was born and bred to be an assassin. The moment the evil seed happened, Tira was undertaking a mission. Under the influence of the evil seed, her group's leader went insane, causing the other members to scatter. As a result, she was cast out into the world. Through a stroke of good fortune, a family took her in. However, her newfound stability was to be short-lived. Over the most trivial of things, Tira exploded with rage and ended up killing her entire family.
This is what I was born to do! Ah, pure heaven!
It's so peaceful. I wish this moment would never end.
Who's that speaking?
Shut up! Doesn't matter who I am.
We need to get out of here.
Damn it, I know!
We can continue to kill, all by myself.
Soul-destroying. Possessed of a split personality, Tira could be euphoric one moment and distinctly sour the next. Over time, these separate facades of her character came up with names for one another. Facades of her characters jolly and gloomy, with no particular destination in mind, Tira set out on a journey to claim as many lives as she could.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Please help me.
What's wrong?
It's kinda difficult to put into words.
It's okay. Just try.
I'll be taking your life now.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
This is so much fun!
Who cares what you think? Can't you kill without opening your trap?
But if we're not careful, we'll draw attention. And it's not just about the actual killing. If you just rush in, then you can't enjoy the expression your victims make.
Nothing like jolly whatsoever. Gloomy was obsessed with pure, and liked nothing more than to roam battlefields in search of her next prey. As grounds went, there were certainly worse places for it, though indiscriminate was always going to come with its risks.
You always get carried away, Jolly. Who needs fancy stuff? All you need to do is crush, slice, and bathe in blood. That's what real killing is about.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, pipe down. Can't you see how annoyed I am? Genocide!
Have a taste! Die! Here! Too easy! You're mine! There! Over there! After her!
Uh-oh. I told you, this is what happens when you go over the top. We need to plan things out.
Who cares? This is how I do things.
Falcons in the shadows. Tira wandered aimlessly, Jolly and Gloomy constantly at each other's throats. And then, out of nowhere, a member of the Flyway Falcons appeared with his own agenda in mind.
Why can't you just keep your mouth shut for once?
Why can't you? I'd have more fun by myself.
Is nothing ever straightforward? Damn it, this is so annoying.
How come it always ends up like this, even though we both like killing so much?
Hold on, Jolly. Who are you?
Been a while. Icern Drossel, the Iron Thrush.
Huh? Are you part of the Bird of Passage too?
I need your help again, Icern Drossel.
Don't call me that. I'm Tira.
Battle 1. Fight!
Genocide! What? Is that it? this.
Battle 2. Fight!
Are you stupid or something? No way we're going back to the Bird of Passage. All I want to do is kill and have fun.
Still, I want to know something. Why are you here?
Nightmare is a threat.
Nightmare? Is that someone's name?
Tell me all you know, before I kill you.
Dreams of Nightmare. According to information Tira obtained from the Flyway Falcons member, a being by the name of Nightmare was out there harvesting souls. Having witnessed the result of his cruelty with her own eyes, she could barely contain her excitement. Was it the prospect of meeting someone who shared her hobby, perhaps? Or simply that she had found someone to aspire to?
Where's Nightmare?
Just look at all this death. Such ruthless, wanton slaughter.
I've got goosebumps. I wonder what Nightmare's like. I want to see him now.
We're getting closer. We've gotta be.
That means some silly flies are gonna start buzzing around.
Did you really think you could escape, Isern Drossel? I have been ordered to kill you if you refuse to come back to us.
Kill us? Just you try it.
You heard her!
Battle 1. Fight!
I'm gonna slice you! Is this it? Seriously?
Battle 2. Fight! I'll kill you. Silence!
Genocide! You'll have to do better than that.
It's time. See you in hell. Stay down.
Time to die.
Bring up.
Ostrinsburg. So that's where Nightmare is. As long as the Bird of Passage or anyone stays out of my way, it's time to meet Nightmare.
Woo! This is where it starts to get good.
Where's my new master? Tira arrived in Ostrinsburg, said to be Nightmare's base. However, instead of the Azure Knight, She was greeted by a man in a white hood.
So this is Ostrinsburg?
But there's no sign of the Azure Knight anywhere.
You were both right to come here. However, you are a little late.
Is this dullard all who's here? Too bad.
I shall tell you all you need to know. If I deem you worthy, of course.
Wow, he wants to fight us!
You just became a teeny bit more interesting.
Battle 1. Fight!
Well, let us begin.
I like the flame.
Battle 2. Fight!
Little coward! Is that it?
I've waited for this! My abyss shall take him! Satisfied now? Ready?
I love your expression!
Leave your hope in shreds! Fight! You will
Drive me crazy.
You'll have to do better than that.
not worth
You're all talk. So, Nightmare is kind of like a puppet?
And he really killed so many people?
All is done because Soul Edge, the cursed sword, wills it, desires it.
All right then, let's go see Soul Edge. Yay!
Do as you please. You are worthy of that at least. I am not obligated to bring you into line.
What was his problem?
That was a rather boring fight. I didn't even feel like killing him.
Who cares about him when Soul Edge awaits?
Things have suddenly gotten really interesting.
I know. I can hardly contain myself.
This is the first time we've been on the same page.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers who live in harmony with nature. Talum was born into a family of shamans and raised as the last priestess of the winds amid the encroaching Western civilization that threatened their way of life. Due to her great sensitivity to the spirit world, Talum was heavily affected by the evil seed and nearly died. As time passed, Westerners began to visit her village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a shard of the cursed sword, Soul Edge.
Such an evil aura. This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs.
It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an aura just like this one.
Oh?
And I have a feeling that this shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but...
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
No! You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity...
there would be no one left to praise the winds.
But...
Perhaps her journey could bring her closer to nature and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think that's just as possible?
Father...
I agree with my husband.
Sanput, Liddy, your opinions are not without merit. Still, I find myself hesitating.
Eldest one, will you not give Talum permission to leave? Elder Kalana.
Talum, think about what your name truly means.
She's gone.
I see. Talum, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
Okay.
The eldest one is not as sharp as she once was, you know.
Oh, listen to the pot call the kettle black.
You said it.
Dancing blades. Regardless of the commotion surrounding the metal shard, Talum still had to fulfill her duty as the last priestess of the winds. Accordingly, she returned her focus to practicing ritual sword dancing with the village of the wind deity's priest.
Such a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great idea.
Now, let's review your lesson once more. Are you ready, Talon?
Yes.
Oh my! I think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talim. Is Talim here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
What?
Not even my divination techniques can locate it. Did you happen to sense anything?
Now that you mention it, I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick.
Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now.
No, there's no telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place.
However...
Huh? Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly?
Talim's determined. We don't need to worry.
She held a faint hope that she might discover some clues about the amulet.
Thank you for making the long trek. Welcome, last priestess of the winds.
I am Talim. I've come from the village of the wind deity. I've come today to request that you teach me the techniques of mountain maculing.
Relax your body. Once you're finished practicing, I'll make some delicious tea for you. I've never seen a child who was as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much. Now, about the,
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help.
Search party. The village children had gone missing. Once more, bands of strangers had been sighted in the area recently. Some of them rumored to be violent. Before any harm should come to them, Talim set off down the mountain in search of the lost children.
I found it.
Oh, Talon! It's Talon!
You'll have to save your adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
A mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true!
Demons are restless.
Whoa! I'm scared.
It seems they're in need of a little lesson.
Hey, tell him. Were the demons getting restless because of that amulet?
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No. Creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow. Huh.
Come on, let's go.
Rumors had spread to the village of the vampiric creature appearing in the suburbs of a nearby town. Sensing her people's panic, Talon vowed to destroy the monster.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Battle 1. Fight!
Don't get up!
KO! Battle 3. Fight!
Come on! Guide me! I dedicate this to the wind. Wrath of the sky. Raise my dam. Blow away corruption. Wind, I thank you. I had to get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the wind deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
What the hell? An innocent breeze. Bro, what? Talem had a strange feeling about the amulet. As though an opportunity was presenting itself, she made her way to visit Kalana, the eldest one, who also happened to be her grandmother.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talem?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
Such a clever child. Talem, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore,
I know.
I am sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talem. Go. You've earned the right to. You're the only one who can right such a wrong and return the shard to its proper place. But you must promise you'll return.
I know. I promise. Such a nice breeze. As long as I have the wind, I won't feel lonely no matter where I may go. Grandma, fellow villagers, see you soon.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
Zasalamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome, but writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll agree with me. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age long past, when there appeared a man with a mind powerful enough to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King.
The dominating figures who wielded Soul Edge, the birth of Soulcalibur.
In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King, being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soulcalibur was born from the remnants of the cursed sword. Indeed, the cursed sword and the spirit sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few, the name Soulcalibur is known to almost no one. There is a reason the spirit sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the spirit sword, but the truth is that the Hero King risked his life and failed. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soulcalibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the Spirit Sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's Spirit Sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soulcalibur from being used for evil, and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge.
Of all organization, the king king who laid his hand on the spirit sword.
The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soulcalibur to a select few. One recent example was a king from medieval Europe. Born in Britain, the king used the Spirit Sword to rule a large swath of Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed, but assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Perhaps we should assume it eventually found its way back to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the Spirit Sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Aval Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Aval Organization sought the Spirit Sword, and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders, those who were aligned with the Cursed Sword, or did harm to humankind. A deeper look, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior.
Evil seed. The cursed sword's quickening, and its discharge of power.
After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into 2 blades. And after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shattering without coming in contact with the Spirit Sword was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc did it wreak where it landed? Not even I have any way of discerning this. But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition to humans, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Some time after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed.
Three secret treasures. Ling Shuang's suit and the evil seed.
While Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soulcalibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror capable of purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soulcalibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Shengsu, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the three sacred treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The evil seed deeply affected Ling Shengsu, and most likely caused it to attract evil energy. Its martial arts students were soon overcome by madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. The temple fell in a single night. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Shengsu survived. While the survivor didn't possess Soulcalibur, there was clearly merit in looking into him. What powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued.
The man whose sin would weigh forever on his heart.
I only started writing this tome as a pastime, but in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soulcalibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me. Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every time I reincarnated, I experienced the pain of death. It felt like my soul was being crushed. It is hard to put such pain and suffering in words. Indeed, I hadn't managed to completely escape death. No matter what one may accomplish in life, death remains inescapable. My bodies have lain in countless graves, but my soul will never rest in peace. So it was that I came to yearn for the final eternal death I could never have. And such desire began to corrupt my everlasting life. Gradually, I began to seek out death itself.
cursed sword. The man who laid his hands on the cursed sword.
That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That longing for true death led me to even take hold of Soul Edge. Wisdom, power, battle lust. In those days, I felt I could do anything. But when it was over, I was forced to confront just how prideful I had been. As a puppet of the cursed sword, I kept fighting to my last breath. And for what? I fought in an age of endless war that spanned the world, all to establish a certain dynasty. That is all I'll say on the matter. I've lived as every type of person. Old, young, man, woman. But I've never felt as much joy as when I wielded that power. However, not even the cursed sword could free me from the chains of samsara. And so I died, and was born again into this world.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers, the slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry. One day, the elite witcher Geralt took on another contract, his task to subdue a sorceress. The now aged woman, though ever strange, had been greatly respected, yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
So, that's why I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you've summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've studied all these years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wish to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A response. A strong one from something powerful in a place altogether elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this? Head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of passageway between planes? What's at its end? Another dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood.
Stand out. Taste my steel!
Ever fight a Witcher? Guess not. Damn it. Got away. No ordinary beast, that. Good to know my silver sword works, though. Medallion won't be much use. Got too much to sense here. Huh?
The Witcher and the Witch. The witch had been telling the truth. She had indeed detected waves from the evil seed, released by Soul Edge. Geralt found himself traveling a path that connected two worlds, eventually setting foot on unknown soil. Though he didn't exactly receive a warm welcome upon arrival, he managed to escape safely to a place that seemed familiar, yet somehow different from the Kaer Morhen he knew,
Other planes exist. How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
You appear to be from a foreign land. Or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight! Let's go! Let's dance. Stand up. Cannot see. Now taste my steel.
Not your lucky day.
No. You shall die. Battle your hope in shreds. Fight. You shall die. Get My abyss shall take you! Satisfied now? Got you now! Let's dance.
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. It appears my plans will have to change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here. I'll be sure to tell her how you feel. Long as I actually make it back to my own world, that is.
Forgive my discourtesy. Pleasant journey, stranger.
Every which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No. Got things to tend to. Pressing matters.
Dog pursuit? Geralt didn't feel at home in this new dimension. Magic was not commonplace. Magic was not commonplace. No one was being attacked by monsters, and there was no other witches in sight.
Strange as all hell, this place. They seem to believe in magic, but refuse to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh?
There you are!
You again? Get teleported here against your will? Believe me, I know the feeling.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight! Like that? Ken, how about this? Take that! Let's dance. I will kill you!
Teleported all this way, and I'm still killing monsters. No rest for a witcher. Won't do me any good, though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world.
An astral fissure. Was Geralt stirred by the thoughts of the Yennefer in Ciri back home? Who knows? He began to look seriously into ways he could return to his world. His investigations led him to a place where the powers seemed to converge, causing a gate known in this world as an astral fissure to appear sporadically. This gate could be the quickest route back to his own world. He surrounded
Seem to be places of power in this world, too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close... that happens. Sorry, not of this world. Don't know your customs. So have a taste of my own special welcome.
Battle 1. Fight!
Let's go. Gotcha. Die. Got you now.
Battle 2. Fight!
Not yet. Down you go. Gotcha.
Battle 3. Fight! Bring up!
Damn it. Every time I approach, Gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in magic. Well, this is just great.
Crossing the Holy Sword, through rumors of magic came from what in this world was called the West. Geralt's instincts told him there were more practitioners to be found to the east. Choosing to follow his gut instinct, he found himself deep in the stone cave in the Himalayas, which turned out to be the home of the master swordsman. It was said the old swordsman had lived there for generations.
Looks like a place of power. So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
Hmm? No. In case you didn't notice, we don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to love me.
I will kill you!
Yada yada. Let's get to it. Show you how a Witcher does things.
Battle 1. Fight!
battle!
This.
Fight!
So, that's how I ended up here. Listen, there a gate around here that connects to other worlds?
As you know, the gate to astral chaos sometimes opens unexpectedly. But to open a gate to another realm, you would need to utilize the power of the sword locked deep within astral chaos.
Go on.
Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Kaer Morhen. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time...
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail, through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soulcalibur.
A faded nemesis. Geralt returned to the Phantasmal Kaer Morhen, intent on opening the gate to his own dimension using the power of Soulcalibur. However, just as the gate was set to open, he was confronted by an unwelcome visitor, who for some reason he felt a strange connection to.
We finally meet, Geralt.
Like a dog after a bone. Not interested in fighting you, plain as that.
You cannot escape me. We settle this now.
Fine. Your funeral, then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Battle 1. Fight! We shall see what a wizard can do.
True strength.
Mercy? I have none! Ready? Battle 2. Fight! Get it! Really? Right before your eyes! You're mine! Not yet! Pitiful! Idiots! Cuts!
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Battle 1. Fight! We shall see what a Witcher can do.
Truth doesn't need the most.
His sets! Down you go! How about this? Won't work! Down you go! How about this? Burn!
Battle 2.
Fight! Ken! His sons! Down you go! Not yet! Forget it! Ready?
Battle 3. Fight!
Like that? Take that! Got you now! Yes! Time to fight! Come on! Not out!
Ring out!
You really are strong!
Fight!
Ready? Let's dance. Lucky?
Really?
Right before your eyes! You'll regret that. You're mine. Get ready. The true battle begins here! Forget it! Let's dance. Stand up. Now taste my steel!
This nuisance really has taken a shine to me. Sorry, gate's about to open. Party ends now.
What? But I was just getting into it!
Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call.
So, you are returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting.
So long, Samurai. It's been emotional. Been one hell of a ride, but it's almost over. Finally. Great. Now just need to get through the damn gate. Let's do this. Sri Vasu Svaha. Ah! Am I back?
Witcher! As I live and breathe, you have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me, my methods were a bit harsh. However,
At least now you know I am innocent, no?
How was the other world? Do tell!
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless feuds. But such power and politics were far removed from a young girl who knew only the slums of Rouen. Growing up surrounded by crime, depravity, and violence, she learned at a young age how to look out for herself and survive. She built walls around herself until her world consisted of nothing more than a single chair. That is, until one fateful day.
There. Now I can eat for a few days at least.
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
That girl. It pisses me off how she ignores us.
Relax, she'll turn up face down in a gutter soon enough. What do you say to a little wager on when that'll be?
Sounds fun. You're on.
Always the same scum everywhere. It's not like I'm alive because I want to be. Soldiers. They're armed. 3, 4. There's someone over here.
A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here!
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child! A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay. Soldiers always act so high and mighty and annoying. No reason to help such self-important buffoons. You went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
My name? I'm Red. Wait. Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe? Raphael. That's what he called himself. I don't know why I decided to go with him, but I did. It was pure chance I was there when those soldiers came, and I only lied to annoy them. And yet, Raphael wanted to give me a better future. But hope only leads to disappointment. I've learned that by now.
changing of seasons? Was their meeting really mere chance? After Amy saved Raphael's life, the Sorrel's family's former patriarch in turn brought her with him out of the slums. The two spent years dodging the fires of war and their pursuers before arriving in a provincial city in the southern France. Their Lord Dumas appointed Raphael to his right hand in recognition of his talent, and Amy became Raphael's daughter. She was raised as a noble and trained in the art of swordplay.
That's enough for today. You've become far more skilled than I ever imagined. Amy, you've a natural talent, not just for the sword, but for the battle.
And yet, you still hold back.
Agility, awareness, intuition. These are your strengths. However, you still favor your left leg, albeit unconsciously, and this limits your movements. You must come to grips with that incurable wound of yours. And you've one other great fault. Care to know what it is?
I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
You forget you are my daughter here. You should refer to me as father or lord. It is unseemly for a noble to disrespect her father.
Dummy. Never mind.
Very well. A lesson for another time, perhaps. Now, I must be off to patrol the region and speak to some indolent wolf catchers. I would hate to displease our master of the moment, Lord Dumas. I presume you can return to the mansion on your own. You needn't worry. As long as we're hiding out here, we should be safe from the Bird of Passage's assassins.
It doesn't really matter to me where we are. My weakness, my injury, that day.
Don't be foolish. Stealing the Holy Stone?
You must know the truth by now. The Aval organization has betrayed the Lady of the Lake.
It's Lord Dumas. But who's the other guy?
How do you know of that?
Your knowledge of their betrayal is why you left them, is it not? You are a devious man, Lord Dumas. If there was someone you wished me to meet, you should have just said so.
What nonsense do you speak now?
Wouldn't you agree? Do you always lurk behind doors and eavesdrop, young lady?
Amy, is that you? My apologies, Lord Aswell. This young noblewoman is a guest staying in my hall. She is still new here and must have gotten lost.
I'd expect nothing less, Lord Dumas. You are trying to test me. The light of emotion burns dim in her. Her caution rivals that of beasts, and she does not hide her fangs. This girl is no noble woman.
She isn't? But then...
Ah, wisdom dimmed by age is a beautiful, exquisitely human sight. My business here is finished. My thanks in advance for your support of the qualifiers, Lord Dumas. Thank you, little lady. You have made this visit a delight. Those who seek stasis must never cease their step. Cover yourself with the veil of refinement, young lady. Or perhaps I should say, young Amy.
Birds in the night. No matter how extreme the changes experienced, can be said to remain... Let me say that. No matter how extreme the change is experienced, one can be said to remain the same person if they maintain a single... Remain the same person if they maintain a single, unbroken thread of memory. Whether she wanted it or not, Amy and her world continued to change dramatically. The humble red-headed orphan girl from the slums now lives as a high-born lady of the French Empire.
3 years have passed since Lord Dumas left his fortress city in the south of France on a pilgrimage. Raphael, having been named Lord Dumas's heir, officially adopted Amy as his daughter. Amy spent her days receiving a noblewoman's education, while further honing her unparalleled skill with a sword. However, it was unlikely she would ever use those skills in actual combat, or it would have been, had her keen eyes and cautious nature not caught wind of the danger threatening her land.
I'm impressed. The other birds of passage were more talkative.
Damn it! How much do you know?
I know your plot against this land's lord. First, you capture his daughter and hold her hostage. Then you steal his wealth, give him a sky burial, and plant fear in the hearts of his people.
Those cowardly fools. But you still don't know everything, brat.
Then why don't we see if I can loosen your tongue?
Stupid brat! I was just buying time for our main forces to get here.
Positions and terrain, both fine. 5 of them, no backup.
You think we'll capture you alive? Ha! It's a sky burial for you. We'll flay your skin and pluck out your eyes, then send your defiled corpse to your father.
Finally, you're all here.
Huh?
Hunting down the wolves of these forests is my father's job, but I'm happy to dispose of a few unwelcome birds. Take this. Hit him. Take this. Time for bed. Sleep eternally. I live so as not to lose. Tell me, was it by chance that you targeted us?
Shut up, you corrupt noble swine!
I see. Got it. Is there anything else I should ask?
Milady!
Malus, you're late.
My sincerest apologies, but that's not the issue here. Why must you insist on putting yourself in danger? And what happened here?
Bird of Passage assassins. I doubt they can still move, but be careful.
These louts have caused trouble time and again in town. To think they would dare violate the very lands of Lord Dumas's estate. For Milady to have uncovered and foiled whatever dark deeds they plotted is proof of your extraordinary talents. But please, no matter how skilled you may be, do not go to battle alone. Without a proper escort, you will find yourself in dire straits one day. And more importantly, I'm sure our young lord worries about you.
Malus. A butterfly learns it can fly when it leaves its chrysalis. So, what about a bird?
When it leaves its nest?
When it flies. Raphael's probably worried. I'll go home now.
Milady, you must learn to refer to the young master with more respect. Such an incorrigible girl. Well, I must clean this awful mess up.
Pored over his book as if possessed and prohibited all entry to the library's annex. Amy watched with a sense of dread as her foster father was consumed by some strange obsession.
Malus, where is the key to the annex?
I'm sorry, milady. I know where it is, but I cannot tell you. None may enter the library unless a problem has arisen. That is the rule.
And you think this isn't a problem?
It is true he does nothing but deal with dubious folks and broods over strange works all day. If he were his old self, these acts would be unthinkable. But I trust him. He must have a good cause.
I see. In that case, how many fingers must I lose before it becomes a problem?
Milady, do not jest. Still, your point is made. I shall trust your intuition. Here is what I propose.
Raphael.
Amy? What are you doing here? I trust there is a problem that demands my attention.
I came to change the roses. It would be a problem if nobles such as us let our flowers rot.
It seems finding a shrewd maid to attend you was worth the trouble.
I also brought you some hot chocolate. Here.
I suppose I have given you both cause to worry. But I ask you wait just a while longer. Soon, I shall have a way to create for you that shining world I promised.
Raphael, I'm happy with the way things are now.
Those who seek stasis must never cease their step.
Fine. But can I visit you here again?
Please understand, Amy. I need focus to finish this as quickly as possible. But, very well. Will you come to change the flowers again? Bring roses, bright and beautiful red, to remind me of your hair.
What I want is... It was only coincidence that I saved him. Which means me being here is also... Who's there? Over there? Presence is gone. and they didn't leave any traces. But I know someone was watching me.
Crossroad of promise could have foreseen what was to come. When Raphael left the isolation of his annex, the desperate weariness was gone from his eyes, replaced instead by the light of determination. With the object of his research now clear, he set off on a journey for the sake of Amy. Amy all alone. Both father and daughter stood at a crossroads, their fate uncertain.
It's been a long time since we trained together, Amy. I shall stay until you are satisfied, since we won't meet again for quite some time.
This journey, you'll be gone long?
Yes. However, my destination is clear, as is the home to which I will return. I shall finally fulfill the promise I made the day you injured your leg.
Do you remember your other promise?
Of course. The fate of that promise is still in your hands, as it has been since the day we first trained together.
Good. Then today, I will prove myself.
Battle 1. Fight! This reminds me of when I swore to grant you one wish when you proved yourself a true swordsman.
Why did you promise me that anyway?
Wonderful! Battle 2. Fight like this!
Perhaps I was enamored with the idea of promises, with vows.
That's not an answer. Not that I really care.
Wonderful as ever, Amy. Fight! Well now. Well now. Well now. Slow. That's more like it.
Time for bed. Sleep eternally. Raphael, I told you not to hold back.
What?
Checkmate.
Indeed. Very impressive, Amy. I was sure you had yet to overcome your habit of favoring your left leg. But I was wrong. You shorten your step, weakening your strikes while allowing you to quickly transition to your next move. A stunning adaptation of La Rapière de Sorel. Very well. I acknowledge you as a true swordswoman. What is your wish?
Well... what I want... Hurry back as fast as you can. I'll make my request then.
Are you sure that returning as fast as I can is not your true desire? Very well. I shall take those words as a command from my one and only queen. I, Raphael Sorel, swear it upon my life. I look forward to hearing the request you come up with. I also have something for you. Will you accept it?
What's this?
Albion, the Radiant One. I sent word to various contacts in spare moments during my research to have it made especially for you. It is a difficult blade to wield, but I'm sure you have the skill to master it. I hope the bond between us is never severed, Amy. Even when I am gone, this sword will keep us linked. I truly believe that.
Fleeting wish. It had been days since Raphael left on this journey. Amy waited restlessly for his return. She reflected upon what she should ask of him. She struggles to find her buried emotions, equipped only with a faint light and internal roadmap featuring few guideposts.
Checkmate.
Oh, a stunning victory, milady. Despite a number of blunders, a solid strategy saw you through. Still, it is unusual for you to take so long to make your moves.
Malus, have you ever held back against me?
If I may be frank, yes. On several occasions, but all long ago.
Oh, that's fine then.
You have a habit of bottling up your feelings, milady. You may find that voicing your thoughts will lessen their burden. If it is the young master you are worried about, I've no doubt he will return safely. Perhaps he has gone to fetch the perpetually delayed old master. Now, it is late. I must prepare your bed. While I do, perhaps you would like to step outside and commune with the cool night breeze.
Ever since that day, it feels like my emotions are somewhere else. Voicing my thoughts will lessen their burden? I don't know. I hurt. Raphael, don't leave me. What? Is that what I truly feel? My wish, the thing I want from him. I was lying to myself. This feeling. This time they left a trail, on purpose, as if inviting me to follow. Is that a light in the library?
An omen of loss. How far did the wind carry her words as it blew across the twilight sky? A violet light twinkled in the distance, as if to illuminate the cracks in a heart ready to crumble. That dangerous flicker beckoned to the lost butterfly.
I know you're there.
It has been ages, young Amy. Although, I'm not sure you even remember me. I am the scholar of the future, and your dear Raffi is my comrade.
Aswell, why are you here?
Ha! What a wonderful memory! With that mind, you can surely guess why I came. I'm here to recover the items I sent to Lord Dumas. Nothing more. Now that my comrade Raphael has left the nest, there is no longer need for them here.
I hear pain makes people talk.
I hardly recognize you from the girl I met so long ago. Bravo! Marvelous! Fantastico! You know, I maintained a small interest in you. Not only are you the source of my dear Raphael's desperate drive, but I hear intriguing rumors about you.
Their eyes are glowing red.
Now, young Amy, show me what it is that keeps your feet rooted in this place.
Like their movements are not hard to predict if I think of them as beasts. But are they? They'd be on the ground by now if they were normal. Sleep eternally. What are they? And that's the last one.
I used some of the better filth at my disposal, and yet you bested them with ease. I had heard your intuition was sharp, but that does you an injustice. It is almost as if you can predict the future. I believe you will make an excellent match.
What are you scheming? What lunacy did you fill Raphael's head with?
Very well. You've passed my test. As a reward, I shall spill the little secret Comrade Raphael and I share.
Eyes that pierce the soul. What will fear of an uncertain future bring? As those words describe things not entirely of this world. The cursed sword that devours souls. Soul, its host, nightmare. Their kin, the Malfested. And Raphael's mad plan to end war by using the cursed sword as bait for the feuding nobles.
If Raphael's plan succeeds, this world of strife shall meet its end. It would be but a simple task with the power of the cursed sword in his hands. I understand your suspicion, so let me tell you one more thing. Those monsters you fought, the mindless scum no better than beasts, they are the Malfested. Those who gained but a small fraction of the cursed sword's power.
Malfested? From the cursed sword?
Raphael is brilliant, and his skill with the sword is marvelous, but his crowning glory is his madness. That is the true key to obtaining the cursed sword, and I'm sure he will do it. Now answer me this, young Amy. What will you do if Raphael's mind is lost and he becomes a monster?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's an ironic twist of fate that those with the abilities to reach Soul Edge are most vulnerable to it. They either end up its meal or its marionette. It follows that your precious father will likely become a ghastly malfested.
Huh?
Oh, my sincerest apologies. He is not your father, is he? Nor is he someone important to you, just a man you're with by chance. Correct? Such cruelty! And here I was, willing to do so much for Raphael, thinking you cared for each other. If those who strive to lay the foundation of humanity's next step forward are not bound together by their passion, what meaning does any of it have? Or have I misunderstood? Tell me, young Amy.
No, I misunderstood. Trying to get you to talk. You already talk plenty. I should have been trying to make you quiet.
What a lovely color. You were once little more than a living doll, but now you are so very human. What a perfect subject! What a dramatic change! You wish me silenced? You wish to save Raphael? Then you'll need to impale me on that sword of yours. Come, young lady, show me your resolve! Show me your soul!
Why am I suddenly weak?
You must try harder for that bright future of yours!
Good luck.
So go! Arbitration! Here I go! Perfect! Just give me a little bit more!
I'm going to shut you up. Just a bit more.
Oh no, I must have lost track of time! What's the matter? I thought you wanted to silence me!
I'm not done yet. What was that light? What is this?
My. You can still move so well after the orb's power affected you? You really are something. You never let down your guard to your surroundings. However... No matter how acute your perception, you cannot predict the impossible, can you?
How?
You shouldn't be so careless, young Amy. You hesitated before striking the final blow. When you're angry, your left leg leaves you open. It's so delightfully human of you. Unfortunately, from now on, I shall make you my little doll. Oh, it won't be all bad.
Her imperfect world. The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless
I'm in ruined slums?
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
That loathsome brat. She took everything from us.
I'm gonna feast on her torn flesh. Nothing less will satisfy my fury.
You must know the things you've done. You deserve this.
What's going on here? Soldiers? 4 of them, with spears. These footsteps. They're...
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals.
Raphael!
None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Raphael! Can't you hear me? Raphael!
This way! Over here! No. This back alley can't be my end.
The footsteps lead here. A surprisingly stupid move for him. Surround the alleyway! Search everywhere!
Yes, sir!
Wait! No!
There he is! Kill him if he resists!
So this is where it ends.
Death to traitors!
I die in disgrace. Alone, without so much as a name on my lips. Fate, I curse thee!
Raphael! Raphael! Raphael. Why did I shout his name? I still don't even understand why I decided to follow him. It was mere chance that I saved his life. Nothing more. But from that moment on, Raphael was always there for me, providing me with the future. Hope only brings disappointment. I know this, and yet...
The radiant one. What meaning was there to the illusion Aswell's orb showed him? Was her glimpse of Raphael's final moment a hint of the future to come? What path will this girl take?
Raphael.
Milady! Thank goodness.
Melis? Then you found me unconscious outside.
Yes, I thought for sure you'd gone and put yourself in danger again. But there was no sign of anything amiss when I found you.
Where's Raphael?
Calm yourself, milady. The young master left just the other day. It's not good for your constitution to sulk so much over his absence.
Right. Raphael's away. Traveling. Hmm? He's searching for something. And something bad's going to happen. I just know it. But I can't remember what. Some of my memories are gone.
The young master is sure to be back. I believe it's his wish that you remain here and wait patiently for his return.
Yes, but... those who seek stasis must never cease their step. I couldn't remember who it was that first spoke the words that flashed into my mind. As I said them to myself, I was filled with a powerful sense of revulsion. Still, they somehow resonated with me. Melis, my sword. Also pack my things. I'm heading out.
No, milady. Is what I'd like to say, but I expected this. There are 2 conditions. First, you must take me with you. And second, you must find a skilled guard to escort you.
And if I refuse?
Well, perhaps I'll chop off a finger each time you resist.
That's unfair. But I'm glad.
Something has changed in you, milady. Take it. It is your sword, Albion.
I swear upon the sword that binds us. I'll live so as not to lose. No matter how dark the road I must travel, this sword will light my way. Albion, the Radiant One. His hope, his dream, and mine.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Soulcalibur VI.